The best men claim joy through suffering. To not be shaken in times of trouble. This is evidence of a truly outstanding person worthy of praise. Just as a country must have a constitution, each individual must have his or her own norms. That you do not think of your misfortunes. The best way is to immerse yourself in your work. I am deaf. If what I do is any other kind, again I don't know how it turned out, but for my job, this fact, I can't help but be in a terrible state. If my enemies knew this, what would they say? Moreover, the number of them is not small. To understand the lines of the actors in the theater, I have to sit right next to the orchestra. I can't hear the high-pitched sound. When a person speaks in a quiet voice, I can barely understand. But I can't stand it when you speak in a loud voice. Sometimes I cursed my existence. Plutarch led me to resignation. If it is possible, I would like to challenge this destiny. But sometimes I'm out of the things God made. There are times when I think it's the most miserable. I want to tighten fate's throat. Whatever happens, don't lose to fate. I think while enduring, I don't know what all misfortune is, but it comes with good things. I, along with Voltaire, said, even a few bee stings cannot stop a ferocious horse from galloping. I think my art is for the happiness of the poor, must be dedicated. What supported me even in poverty, it is the heart of morality, and it is not to end one's life by suicide, not only because of my art, but also because of my moral conscience. In addition to being closer to God than others, and spreading the glory of God to the world of mankind, there is no higher mission. Working for others starts at a young age. It was my greatest happiness and joy. It is extremely rare to hear good things from listening to other people's advice. If you think about something thoroughly, who will take care of all the circumstances beyond the person concerned? Can you think specifically? The instruction I was given to stay in the country is easy to do in any remote place. Here, even my miserable deafness, it doesn't bother me. In the countryside, every tree is said to be holy, holy. It seems to be talking to me. Enchantment in the forest. Who can express all this? To stop thinking of your own misfortunes. The best way is to immerse yourself in your work. Those who want to shed tears, we must sow the seeds of love. Do as good as you can. Love's freedom above all else. Even under the throne, I will definitely not betray the truth. Listen a lot and talk a little. Study from 5 a.m. every morning until breakfast. An artist who has gained fame suffers because of it, therefore their maiden works are sometimes the best. Not caring about life and death for the sake of honor. The Spartans who hoped for an honorable death did not die. Everything is pure, and it flows transparently from God. I'm caught up in worry, blinded by evil. After repeatedly repenting, realizing, washing, and polishing the mind, the first noble and pure source, back to God. So back to your art. There was no hesitation in selfishness at such times. Every time I jump over something, I feel happy. Hatred returns to the hated person himself. Unhappiness is a strange thing. If you say unhappiness, it gets bigger and bigger, its cause and its scope, only to understand, it becomes a way to overcome misfortune. As long as a person can do something good, don't think about suicide. You have to find the meaning of life by doing good things. Life is like the vibration of sound, and humans are other than stringed instruments. If you drop it too far to the ground, the true sound will disappear, and it never rings like before. It will only give you discomfort. Even if that sound echoes with other sounds, it won't sound pleasant to your ears. But the clear, melodious chorus, it will be scattered with dissonance. If anything is revealed about the world order and beauty, it is God. In that beauty also has God as its foundation. It has nothing to do with the world order. From the general natural law of the world order, the source can be found because all nature is the work of the highest foresight. Closer to divinity than we can ever be to pour out its light upon mankind, there are no beautiful acts. No matter how close friends, don't reveal your secrets. You have not yet been faithful to your friend. Ask a friend for it. Always steadfast, even in the face of disaster. You must be full of courage. Time does wonders under the sun. There are often times when it is revealed, so you can wait for goodness and God. Always focus only on the motive of an action, and do not think of the result. Don't be Live only for your art. Now you are greatly restricted by the senses of your errors, but this is the only way you live. Why do I compose? What I have in my heart, it has to be expressed outwardly. That's why I'm composing. Music is from the human mind. You have to let the flames rise. Courage. Let's overcome with spirit no matter how weak the body is. 25 years old is the age at which everything about a man is decided. You shouldn't leave any regrets. Friendship or similar feelings. It means pain to me. Poor Beethoven. That's good for you. Happiness does not come from outside. You have everything in your mind. You have to create. Only in the world of ideas, you will find your friend. Music is in people's minds. You have to let the spark fly. Music is a revelation higher than any wisdom, any philosophy. The one who grasps the meaning of my music is what others are missing, free from all misery. May the days of my later years pass like this, and for future humanity. 2 portraits of Handel, Bach, Gluck, Mozart, and Haydn. It's in my room, they get the endurance I ask for, it will help. There is so much to do on this earth, hurry up. Humans are creatures with an infinite mind, therefore, human suffering and joy, it will taste the same. Some of them know that joy comes through anguish. I will say that it can be done. As long as man is still capable of doing something good, you shouldn't give up on yourself. If you hadn't read the article, I would no longer be a person of this world. Patience, and patience, only then can we do even in the most miserable things. There will be something to be gained, and worth it for God to forgive us our mistakes. We'll have the best way to stop thinking about your misfortunes, to be preoccupied with work. Freedom and progress, as in life in general, that's the goal in art too. Our contemporary artist, if not as robust as their ancestors, civilization's sophistication has at least magnified much of it. Indeed, falling water cuts through stone. In fact, indeed, dripping water penetrates stone. Silence, serenity, and freedom are the greatest treasures. Hatred returns to those who cherish it. Truth exists for the wise, beauty exists for the heart, that is easy to feel. Truth and beauty are included in each other, to complement each other. A human being who can be said to be a true human being is different from other human beings. The essential, distinguishing feature is the ability to withstand difficult adversity. Even Haydn recognized Beethoven's latent genius, didn't find it. Only science and art elevates humans to divinity. A man of good and noble conduct, only that one thing can endure misfortune. I want to prove that there is. Being with good parents, you can get an experience full of love. It won't go away even if you become old in the distant future. Characteristics of a good human being, even in unhappy and bitter circumstances, it is to persevere patiently,